All right, we're recording. Okay, let me get back to the CMS system. Okay, so the CMS system is set up very nicely in the way of, as you can see here, we work down from the top here all the way to the bottom. So there's no jumping back and coming back. Well, once you start here, you start, you finish, and then you move on. You start, you finish, you
Okay.
move on. Okay, so the first thing that we start with, it will be your contact database over here. So you just click on it there. Because we're going to move down from contact database to capture form to questionnaire, and then all the way down till we're finished.
Yeah. Okay.
By the time you hit the end, we'll be done. We'll done. Okay, so the application that I have for you that we'll be making today is called a general task.
Okay.
And what that is it's just something that you will assign to yourself, like to start, just to track
Okay.
the task that you're doing. So you'll say what type of task you're doing. Like for instance, today we're learning the CMS, and then at the end of the day, you'll be reviewing how you did in that
Okay.
task.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Very simple application that we're going to be using. Okay,
Yep.
so the first thing that we'll do is we need a contact database.
Your
Contact
voice
database
is
is
not audible.
oh, can you hear me now?
Yes. No.
Oh, you can hear me. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so first we're going to start with the contact database over here. So the contact database, just a quick explanation, is where all the contact users in the app is going to. So that's your name, your email, and your mobile.
Okay.
So if we go here to the app, just to give you an explanation of where the contact database is. So let's toss this one. Okay. So as you can see, this is what I'm talking about. This is the
Yeah.
contact database. And we're going to be, so then people can add a user and stuff. We're going to be making this over here.
Okay.
All right. So that's what contact database is. So what you do is you just say add contact database. Okay, now we're going to give our contact database a name. Generally, I'd recommend that you keep the name for when you're making an application all the same, just so it's easier to find.
Okay.
We're going to call it general task CD for contact database.
Okay.
That's just what we call it. So we name it and contact database, just so it's easy. Okay, so right now we're just going to scroll down to over here, question title. And what I'll generally recommend is just to add name, surname, email, and a mobile.
Okay.
Those four things are what your contact database should always have. Just the basics. You can always add more things to your contact database, like the company name, but
Okay.
so that you always have those email and mobile. Okay? Start. Say, what's the question name? Say name. You want to make it a, here's all the different, you have a text box. You just like a normal text box.
Yes.
Text multi-line, so that's just a little bit bigger text box over here. You're going, so an active email is
Okay.
that, because you know, you could have more than one email. the email that the user is actually using will become an active email, and a passive
Okay.
email is an email that's just an extra. They won't be
Alternate
used.
one, kind of.
Exactly. Exactly. And then mobile is the same. This is the one they use. This is just an alternate.
Okay.
Okay. Numeric field is if you letters in there, it won't display. It'll only allow you to type. And then you have your. I'll get back to you. You have your.
Your voice is not audible.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Yes, now audible. Please, nearby your mic.
Okay, yeah. Let me just pull my mic closer to my face. Can you hear me now?
Yes, now clear.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so then this is just your normal. So then when you click on it, you'll see what your normal time. It's very self-explanatory. But as we're going through the CMS, you'll see me be using this, and then I can explain better now.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna make name a text box. Mandatory over here means that the person will have to answer this question. It'll
Okay.
display like a little thing over here, like a little star
Yes,
in
right.
the question. So if they try to submit and they haven't filled in this field, it won't work. They'll have to fill in.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to make name mandatory. And then when I say click here, displaying contact list, what this means is in the app, if I go here and I go back, this is what it means by display in contact list. So
Yes,
as you
right.
can see here, we have name. This is the person. Aaron is the guy's name, and Mudley is his surname. So they probably ticked name to display in contact list and just surname to display. Okay. Go
Okay.
back here. So I want it to display in the contact list, and then here you can just edit how the actual question is going to look, how name is going to look. So
Yes.
how to display here.
Okay.
So you can make it bold, you can change the color to however you'd like. I could make it red if I wanted to, but I want to keep it black. You can change the
Okay.
size, just normal style edit over here, and then you can just say add. And then right down at the bottom here, you can see it added right here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to do it again for surname.
Sunny.
Yeah. Go down to question type here. Say text box. I also want it to be mandatory that they have to fill out their surname. I also want it to show in the contact list. And I don't want to do any editing. Add. Okay, there's it there. Displays. So I'm going to say mobile. Just for the cell phone number. Add here.
Mobile.
Now mobile, I don't want it to be mandatory, and I don't want it to display in the contact list either, because I
Yes.
don't want it to show over here. I don't think it's necessary, so I
Yeah.
just won't click. Then I'll just say add. You can see it added there. You can see here it has a star,
That is
and then here
mandatory to
you
fill
see
up.
I didn't. Yeah, and then this one's not mandatory, so then it's not filled in.
Yes, true.
And email, I'm gonna say email there. Add another one. So I want to make it an active email. And then I do want the email to be mandatory. I want them to fill that out. And then I don't want it to display in the contact list. And then I'll say add. And that's it there. You could add more. You could add maybe like a company name. Their company name, this last one, MTM, that's their company name.
Yes.
But I don't for this example we won't be using it, but you could add whatever you want, yeah. Whatever you want the contact to put in. Okay, so these are just the general ones that I recommend that you always put in when you
Okay.
create a contact.
And Adril, sorry for interruption.
No worries.
Yeah, just one confusion is that if once I have added this mobile column, right?
Yes.
And now if I want to edit it for mandatory, then I'll have to delete it and add it again, or I can directly
You want to
edit
edit?
that. Hmm.
Okay, so what you'll have to do is, yes, it's a good question. What you first have to do is, can you see here when I hover over it, it's only showing
Yeah.
my mouse like that. That means I
Okay.
first have to save it, and then
Hmm.
when I come back in, I can edit it. So
Hmm.
we'll do that now. Let's say we want to make mobile mandatory.
Okay.
So
Hmm.
first, it's not allowing me to click on it, so I'll have to say save it, right?
Okay.
So we'll click that. Now it's saving it. It says your contact database submitted successfully. Say okay.
Great. Hmm.
Okay, it's going to take us back to the normal page. So now we want to edit it. We'll just come back in here. It's taking us back
Okay.
to the
Great.
page here. We say edit. And now if I scroll down, you can see everything we had here. Now, if I put my mouse over it, can you see how
Yes. Yes. It's
the
hovering.
mouse looks different now?
Hmm.
Yeah. Now I'm able to click on it. So if I click on mobile, I'll bring up this page with all the same options as before. And let's say now I want to make it mandatory.
Okay.
Now
Superb.
it's selected as mandatory, and I can do more editing. And I can click
Hmm.
save.
Great. Great.
As well as the way it's displaying. Okay, let's wait for a load. Is the way it's going to display when I come
Yeah.
here. See, it's in that order. So they
Hmm.
put email mobile. So the email
Okay.
first, then the mobile, and we
Hmm.
put mobile email. But let's say
Okay.
I wanted it to show just the way they wanted to show. What you do is you
Hmm.
hover over here, you click on it,
Hmm.
and then you just drag it. Sorry, it does take some time. And you can see
Okay.
there. Now it's
Yeah.
moved. And now it'll show email
Hmm.
mobile. So then we'll say complete, because that's the way we want to do it. Okay.
Okay.
And then now we created the contact database. That is done.
Fine.
Okay, so now the next step following this order will be the capture form. So we're going to click on that. All right, so the capture form, if I have to go back to the app here, just to understand, I know you
Yes.
just to
I have seen this with
confirm.
video.
Yes, exactly. So the capture form is the first form you see. So when you click here and you say begin new task,
Okay.
this is the capture form,
Hmm.
the actual thing that we'll be filling out. Okay, so now if I go back, so we're making a general task capture form. So I'm going to say
Okay.
here, add capture form. Now, just like before with the contact database, you'll have to give it a name. So I'll recommend giving it the same name. So just so it's easy to find. So I'm going to call it general
Sorry.
task. All right. And
Yeah.
then, so just so it's easy to find, we're going to call that general task. And then we're going to scroll down. I'll get to this at a later stage. You don't have to worry about this for now. Escalation. We'll get to that. Right now, I'm going to scroll down, and what you can first focus on is here. Now we're going to add, it's very similar to the last one when we're making a
Okay.
contact database. So when you're starting a capture form, the first thing that you must always do is you must reference your database into the capture form.
Okay. Sure.
So I'm going to click here, contact database reference. Click here. We want the general task contact database, which we just made. And we're just going to put them in here. Here's name. Scroll down. I can re-edit it if I want. Viewing capture
Okay.
form. That means you're going to see it in the actual form. Display in detail feedback. So I'll leave it as is, and we'll just add it. If you scroll down here, you can see it actually says ref field,
Yes.
which means that we referenced it from the contact database. So I'd
Okay.
recommend when making this in any application in the future that you make, when making a
Okay.
capture form, that you always first reference the contact database, like I'm doing now.
Okay. Sure.
Just make sure you have these 4 things in here.
Okay.
Okay. And mobile. Okay. There you can see their reference. Now we can actually start with making the form. Okay. So because it's a task, a general task activity, the first thing that I'll do is we can make like a label, just like a header at the top, just saying what it is. So label is just like it doesn't do anything. This over here is a label. Doesn't do anything, but it's just like a heading, just for the person to know. Okay, so we'll make one like that. We're gonna say general. We'll make the label top. So when it says here abbreviation, abbreviation over here is what. Let me go back to the app. I'll show you what it is now. Let's not save this. This is your abbreviation. Can you see task type? This is what it's going to show like.
Okay.
Just from like a summary view, what it's going to look. So that's why it's important to make sure that your abbreviation name is nice and short, descriptive. Because if I go back here, if this say, let's say this was a very long bunch of text, I don't want my abbreviation to be long. You can actually see it won't even allow me to type past that. It requires you to make it short. So luckily for us in this instance, it is short. So that's your abbreviation. Now we want to make it a label. A label is something that it's like a heading, just like I showed you here. Yeah. Let's go back. But you can't click on it. It's there. It's just to add more information to your form. Okay. And then likewise, you can make it bold. You can.
Yeah,
the way you want it. Like let's say because it's a heading, I would like it to be a little bit bigger than the rest. So let's make it 18. I don't want it bold, and let's make it red, just for this instance. And then we'll just add, just like that. So now we got our heading there. Okay, let's add the next thing. So let's just say, what task are you working on today? And then over here, because it's so long, we don't want to say that whole thing in the description. Say today's task. Sorry. That's the cool thing about the CMS as well. When it comes to English, it will, as you can see, I misspelled over here.
Yes.
Just like how your normal Word would do. And then if you just right click on it, there you go. And it'll correct it. Oh. Sorry, my computer's a little slow.
Just no worry. Just console window has been opened. Just close that.
Yeah. Option to close it to come up. It's taking so slow.
No, you can just only go back. No, after that it will comes to our window.
Where is it? Not even
Yeah, just
loading it.
close that what's new and console window.
Over here.
From here.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. There's it there. Okay, I hope your computer is faster than mine. Because it's going to make your life a whole lot better. Okay, so we're
Yes,
gonna say what
it is
tasks you work.
faster because it is new right now.
Oh,
Can't
really?
save for later.
Yeah, no, I need to go get myself a new computer.
Yes.
But I'm glad that you have a nice one. What computer do you have?
Yeah. Hmm.
Uh, okay, so then come back to, so what I want to make this now is they're going to describe what bonus one up. Let's retype
Today's
that.
task.
Today's task. Okay, so now the question type, I want to make this a text. I don't want to make it just a text box. I want to make it
Hmm.
a text box multi-line. So they have a little bit more space to describe what they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, as well as now when I get down here, it says display in feedback list. So what
Hmm.
this means is if I go back to the, and let's say back here, just to show you, when you click display in feedback, this is what it
Hmm.
means. It's
Okay.
going to display it here. So if I don't
Oh,
click on
then it
this
will
right
not
now,
list.
today's task, then yeah, then it won't display there. It's just what you want to see at a summary, because when I click on this now,
Hmm.
it's going to show me over here. And I don't want to see
Oh,
everything in the summary. I only want to see a select few.
yeah, that's correct.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so let's go back here. So I'm going to click that. I do want to see what they're working on at a glance
Hmm.
and in the summary. And then I'm going to add it here. So then that's, you're right here. What task are you working on today? Okay, so the next question we're going to have is type. So these are all the different types of tasks that we'll be doing throughout the
Hmm.
day. And I want to make that a, so now I can explain to you here what these are. So a
Hmm.
multi-option, multi-select checkbox,
Hmm.
if I make that, what it means is you're going to have multiple, you can put multiple options, and it's going to be sort of
Yeah.
like a checkbox where you can just tick the different types
Hmm.
of ones that you want, and you can tick multiple ones.
Okay.
A regular one, a multi-option single select means that out of all the options, you can only select one
Hmm.
of the options.
Yes,
And the
right.
same works for the drop down and the
Hmm.
multi drop down and the single drop down, meaning that you can only select one
Hmm.
from the drop down, and over here you can select many from the drop down.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to make it a multi-option, multi-select drop down.
Hmm.
And if we scroll, it works the same for all of these multis. You'll see here, it
Okay.
works the
Yes, right. Hmm. Hmm.
same over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I do want to show it in the feedback list. And then right at the bottom here, you're going to say how many options do you want in your drop down. So let's say I would like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would like 6.
Hmm.
6 different options in my drop down.
Okay.
Okay. Now over here, we're going to put the name of the, so let's say in your case, I'm going to be creating a demo. That's the different type of task I might have. I might be
Hmm.
making a live build for the client. These are just the
Hmm.
different types of tasks that you'll be doing in your day. I'll be doing changes to
Hmm.
a demo. I'll be doing changes, oops, changes to a live build. And then let's say I'll be working on a tech issue that maybe we might have today. Issue. And then maybe I might be making a theme for a
Hmm.
company. That's all the different tasks. Over here, you'll see it says wait
Hmm.
over here. So what wait means is that you can give each question a scoring. So now I can
Okay.
come back to this, what I told you over here at the top. So
Hmm.
when it says here, just like how you have in like a, like if you were in school, you'll make your test maybe a let's say,
Hmm.
it's out of 100. So we want to
Okay.
say, I don't know what's an A in India. What
Sorry.
percentage makes an A? What percentage gives
What?
you an A in India?
I didn't get it. What are you saying?
Oh, what's a good mark in India? Like if you're doing a test in school?
Good marking. Yeah, out of 100.
Yes, out of 100.
Yeah, that is 90, around 90.
So let's say for this form, we're going to make it 90% is a pass. All right?
Hmm.
So now if I scroll down here, I can weight these options over here. So I can say
Hmm.
if you click on demo, you'll have 0. But if you click
Hmm.
on here, you'll have 20%.
Okay, you have done 20%, that means.
Yeah. And then
Hmm.
if you click on live build, you have 20%. And if you click on changes there, you have 30. Let's say here
Yeah.
you have 50. Just the sign in like that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
so then over here, you can see if we go back to the form, it'll show a face over here. I'm sure you've seen it
Even,
in the
yeah,
video that
over
you
here
watched before.
also it is showing now 75%, that means.
Exactly, exactly. So I mean, something that I clicked in here says 75%, and in this form, 75% is supposed to show a neutral face.
Okay, okay.
But in our form,
Hmm.
if I got 75%, it's going to show a sad face,
Yeah.
which is, see, here's a sad face,
Hmm.
and over here, here's a clean face. So it's all dependent on
Yes.
your form. I just want to like slowly explain that to you. I will explain to you in further depth in the future,
Hmm.
but just so you
Okay.
know that this does exist and what it's sort of about. See, for this,
Fine.
we don't really need to allocate a
Hmm.
weight into it, but just for now, so you know. Okay, so I'm just going to add this in. There's it there, task type. I want to say over here, um, if necessary, please insert an attachment. So you're familiar with the attachments?
Hmm.
So attachment is just an image or a Word document or a video
Okay.
if need be. So right now for this, if I want to say I want to see what you're working
Hmm.
on today and you have some documentation about on it, you can attach it here.
Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, so I said if necessary, please insert an attachment of what you are working on today, and then name this attachment. And then if I click down here, here's a chair attachment. Okay,
Hmm.
I'll just add the question. And then let's just give ourselves for the form a deadline when this task has to be done.
Okay.
So uh, task deadline. And I can just leave it like that as the abbreviation. And then here you get
Hmm.
a date. So you can only select what date it has to be, or you can make it only a time. So that means what
Okay.
time it has to be, or
Hmm.
you can make it a date and a time. So I'm going to make it a
Okay.
date and a time, right? And then I'm going to say add. And then there we have it. There's your general tasks
Okay.
right there. So when I'm done, I'm just going to say form completed. Say okay.
Hmm.
So now we have done a contact database and we have done a capture form.
Capture form. Yeah.
Okay, you can see here's a chair. And if I wanted to go back and edit it, I could always just go
Yes.
here and then come back.
Hmm.
Okay, awesome. So
That.
you're following so far. You understand?
Yes, I'm understanding.
Yeah, it's very simple just to get to learn the
Hmm.
CMS system. It sounds
Right.
by the sound you do seem like you are getting the hang
Hmm.
of it. You understand it very
Yeah.
well. Okay, so the next another question is to respond
Mm.
to what you've made in the capture form. So in this example, you're jotting down all the tasks that you're going to assign for yourself for the day,
Okay.
and then at the end of the day, you're going to
Mm.
reflect on what you did. So it's going to be like, did I complete my task? How well did I complete my task? And then if I didn't complete my task, why not? You
Okay.
understand? Just
Yes.
reflect on probably what you probably do any day. You make something, you have something planned out on your day, and then at the end of the day, you see what I actually did
Mm.
accomplish in my day.
Okay, that
Okay,
kind of
so
question arise.
yeah, exactly. So over here, I do have like an example of a general task. So if we can
Mm.
look, this is what I assigned for myself to do in the day.
Mm.
So if you click on here, this is how we laid out ours. You can see this is a picture, and then I put in task reference. My task description today, I'm training Vidi,
Okay. Yes.
which is VU. My deadline today is I want to be done around about 8:30. This is on my time. Of course, in your
Yeah,
time
that
it'll
is.
be different. And then
Hmm.
over here I said I might need assistance. So that's just
Okay.
basically how ours is like. So let's say at the end of the day, it's 8:30 now. I'm finished. We're done with training, and I want to review how yours and my training went. You are familiar
Okay.
here. If you click here when you watch
Hmm.
the video before.
Okay.
So if I click here, now I'm responding back to this task. You can see it
Yes.
opened up here.
Mm-hmm.
It's just loading. Okay, so this is how we laid it out.
Whoa.
So it's another task complete.
Okay.
Fill in the closing, and you can see over here, I can see what I did do, see training with new CMS user VD, and then here's my form saying, only complete this form when the task is complete.
Okay.
So now, task complete, I can say, were there any challenges that you and I had? I could
Hmm.
say none, or maybe time or interruptions. So you can see it's a multi-select here. I
Okay.
can select more than
Hmm.
So let's just say, for the instance, it's time, and it
Okay.
says, "Did you meet your deadline?" So I said I wanted to finish at 8:30. Let's say I didn't, so I'll say
Hmm.
no, I did not. And my comments, why didn't I finish the deadline? Let's just say um, my computer was too slow, so training took longer than planned. Okay. And
Hmm.
if I wanted to attach something, I could just click on here and then it'll open up just like a normal attaching. Of
Okay.
course, my computer is a little bit slow, so it'll take some time to attach something here.
Yeah, that is okay. Okay.
Okay, sorry, now it's stuck.
Hmm.
All right, just like how you would normally attach anything in the
Yes.
past, and then if I wanted to attach, let's just say a picture here, I'm just gonna go here, I can attach a pic and say this is what we worked on today, and then I can rate myself as well. I can say
Okay.
rate your performance. So I'm gonna say I did it was excellent.
Fine.
So
Hmm.
I'm gonna give myself a 5, and then I'm not gonna submit it yet because I do actually need to do this later for when we're
Yes.
done.
Yes.
But you
Yes.
understand the basics of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So now we're gonna make our response form to what we're doing.
Hmm.
So that's what we'll do in the questionnaire. So I'm gonna go questionnaire. Say add questionnaire, and it's the same. We want to keep. We go to the top here. Gonna give it a name. So ours is general tasks. Just keep it the same. And over here, because it's a do you know in the video the two different types of activities?
Yes. Yes.
You can make a feedback and you can make a capture.
Hmm. Yes.
making a
I
capture.
have seen
So
that.
capture
Yeah,
means
capture.
capture form and a question name.
Hmm.
Awesome. So today we're going to be doing a capture. Tomorrow we'll be doing a feedback. Then I
Okay.
can explain to you how to do a feedback. But for now, when you scroll down, it is very important that when you're doing a capture, you have to select capture.
Hmm.
Okay. You mustn't just leave it on feedback because it's auto selected on feedback here.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to scroll down here. And now we're not, remember in the beginning of the capture form, we referenced the
Hmm.
contact database.
Okay.
Now, because this is a capture form, we're going to reference the capture form that we made previously over here.
Okay.
So I'm going to click there, and we're going to just do the same thing. Before you start, always in the capture form, and when you're making a questionnaire, remember to reference. So I'm going to reference those first two things, which is name.
Hmm.
Now over here, I don't want to show view in .mobi.
Okay.
That means over here, if this is the .mobi over here,
Hmm.
if I don't want to see it, I don't want to see my name because I've already put it in the first time. I don't want to see my name again. Then I would unselect it, and then this thing would disappear here. I just won't see it
Okay.
in here.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna deselect name view in .mobi because I don't want to see it, as
Hmm.
well as I'm just gonna deselect these things here because I'm just referencing.
Yeah.
Just add. You can see here. So I'm just gonna add the other few things, just name, surname, just like how we did in the
Hmm.
capture form.
Firstly, we have to make reference, and after that, we will continue for questionnaire is creating.
Exactly, exactly. If you keep that in mind, then you'll be sorted. That's very
Hmm.
important.
Okay.
And then mobile. Okay, just those
Mobile.
four. That's all that's needed.
Hmm.
All right, there's it there.
Hmm.
So now we're going to actually make the questions. So I'm just going to make a label at the top, just like how
Okay.
we had over here. Just a label. It says only
Hmm.
complete this form when your task is complete.
Hmm.
Mm, Complete this form task. This is abbreviation, so I'm just going to say task. Gonna make that a label. Now, because this is important, I want them to see this header, this label here.
Hmm.
Bold, I'll make it big. I want to make it red, so then they do see it. It's gonna pop
Hmm.
out at them.
Okay.
Say at. Okay, now very similarly to how we did it before, I'm gonna do it now. How the form you saw just now. So I'm gonna say,
Hmm.
were there any challenges had with your task? Name that just challenges. Challenges. And I'm gonna make it a multi-option, multi-select, because you can have more than one problem.
Hmm.
They have no information and time as well.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make that a multi-select checkbox. So that's gonna be
Hmm.
very much like this one here. I can select
Okay.
multiple and it's a check.
Yes.
Okay. I do want to display
Hmm.
the backlist, which means you'll be able to see it in that summary. And
Hmm.
then I'm gonna, this is how you want it to display. So over here,
Okay.
it's displayed
Here we are
horizontally.
horizontal. Yeah.
Yeah. And let's just say, just so you can see it differently,
Hmm.
I'm gonna make ours
Hmm.
vertical.
Okay.
And let's just put two, let's just put four things down here.
Okay.
We don't have to, just because it's an example. So I'm gonna say
Hmm.
the first one can be The second one could be time. We didn't have enough time, or interruptions. So I got interrupted now, and then we couldn't complete this. And then let's just say information, as in I didn't have enough information to train you,
Okay.
and that's what interrupted us. So now I'm gonna add it. There we go. It's at the bottom. You can see now how it displays it like a little checkbox thing, which you can
Okay.
just tick, because we made a multi-select checkbox.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna say time task was completed. This is the actual time that we completed it. So say here, time completed. And we're not going to make it a date item. We're just going to make it a time.
Okay.
Because we just, and then I want to show it in my feedback. Say add, and then let's add additional comments. So this is just if I want to explain further on why. I want to make that a text box multiple. So there's a lot of space for me to type. I don't want to show that in the feedback list, and then I just say add. I'm going to say if necessary. Oops. Please insert an attachment. So I, just in case maybe I wanted to attach a reason why, like a picture of we didn't complete my task, like for instance for today, let's say my screen was lagging all the time. So I'll take a picture of it lagging, and then I could put it in like that's why I couldn't complete my thing. Okay. So I'm gonna say attach the questions, add it in there, sit there at the bottom. Okay, and then rate your today. So how do you get a rate your performance? And I want to make that a multi-option single select radio button, just so you can see how the radio button. Okay. So I'm gonna go down here. I want it horizontally. Like here, let's just say I'm gonna make it very similar. So how I made this one here.
Okay.
We have here 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4. And I'm gonna click here. So we're gonna have 5 of them. And let's see. So poor, below average, average, above average, and excellent. So we're gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna say poor. So my performance today was very bad. It was poor. Then below. So average. Above
Good.
average.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we can even just say here. Say average. We can say good.
Yes.
You can say excellent. Hopefully today I can say I was excellent.
Yes, you are excellent.
Thank you. So now what I want to do is I can properly explain the weighting here for you. So let's just say like how we discussed in the other form. Now we're actually going to weight this. Let's just say I want 75% to show a smiley face. So if I get 75% for this, it will show a smiley face. And what's
Okay.
going to decide that is this over here.
Okay.
So how I get upon starting with that is poor. I don't want to give myself
Mm.
any percentage if I was poor. But if I was
Mm.
below average, I'll give myself 25%. If I was
Okay.
average, I'll give myself 50%.
Mm.
If I was good, I'll give myself 75%. And if I was
Okay.
excellent, I'll give myself 100%.
Okay.
So you see how that works. So now if I click here, poor, in the form, it's going to and if I click average, it's going
Mm.
to show just that blue face over here.
Yes. Neutral flow.
Go back. Yeah, just this blue face, if that's a
Mm.
50%. And then if I did very well, it's going to show me a green face if I said
Okay.
excellent. So that's
Okay.
how the weighting works
Yes.
over here. Okay, so I'm going to add that in here. And now if I scroll down here, you can see it's like a radio button,
Mm-hmm.
just like a little button. Okay, and then
Okay.
let's lastly, just to make it look better, I'm going to add a picture. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
just like how the other forms have a picture, I want to add a nice little picture just to make my form look nice. So
Mm.
I'm going to just, generally what I do when adding a picture, I just put a little dot here, and you'll understand now why I'm putting
Mm-hmm.
just a little
Yes.
dot there. I'm just going to say, so pick,
Okay.
you want to just add a picture in the form, it's called a graphic image. You just say
Mm.
graphic image. Now because I don't want to see, I just want to see the picture. I don't want to see whatever label I put here.
Yes.
You can see I
Right.
made
That's
the
why we put dot. Mm.
dots. Yeah, exactly. So I just want to see just this thing here. Can you see there's a little dot there?
Okay.
So it will display. So if I had to write the description, you're going to see the description, but I don't want to see a description. It's just how the system
Mm.
is.
Okay.
So what I do is I'm going to color that dot. So let's just say this is, I already know the color code by heart, but that's
Okay.
generally it. Just, it's going to make it gray, and it's going to be the same gray here. So when you're in the
Mm.
thing, you just won't see it. Okay. And now I'm going to actually insert the image. All right. So let's just say, just for this example, fine. This one's like a little calendar, which will suit
Mm.
perfectly for what we're
Okay.
doing because we're
Yes.
making like a calendar app
Yeah.
here.
Right.
Okay, so if I click on it, you can see here it tells me the dimensions is 1300 by 820. Can you see that there?
Yes.
Okay, so keep that in mind when I'm insert. Now I just clicked insert. The image is
Mm.
over here. Um, there you can see it here. I don't want it
Oh.
to be 1300 by
Yes.
what it's worth because that's going to take
Mm.
too much off my screen. So here I can actually set the width of how much I want it to be.
Okay.
So let's just say I want it to be 400 width by, let's say, 300 in height.
Mm.
And then a line means where it wants to be positioned. Is it going to position on the left side of your screen, the right side of your screen, or the side? I want it dead in the center. Just like
Center.
how we had it here. It's right in the center. And then you just say add. Now the cool thing about a questionnaire is you don't have, in order, can you see if I want to move this around, I can't move it right now
Mm.
because I have to
Mm-hmm.
save. The cool thing about a questionnaire is you can just say here, form complete and edit. And what it's
Okay.
going to do is it's just going to save. Oh, okay. It's telling me that I already have a task
Yes.
called general task. I'm just going to call it task VD,
Okay.
just like that, because I'm doing it with you
Mm.
now, just to give it a name.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go down and try to save it again. It said it's submitted successfully.
Mm.
Okay, so it's loading. Okay, now if I scroll down to the bottom here, it will do this sometimes, but
Yes.
your picture is there. You don't have to worry. But let's just say I don't want my picture right at the bottom here. I want to move this
Yeah.
picture all the way to the top. I'm gonna click
We
this
just
one,
simply drag
drag.
it. Okay.
Yeah, all the way to the top, right there. See, because these are reference fields, and I said I don't want to see it. It doesn't matter if I
Okay.
didn't put it right at the top, because you're not going to see that in any case. So I can just
Okay.
put it right here. You can see the difference here. If it's ticked green like this, it means you're not going
Mm-hmm.
to see it in the actual form. But if it's red like this, that means you're going to see it in the form.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and then I'm just going to say form complete.
Hmm.
Okay. Now we've made the questioning. Okay, so now we've done a
Hmm. Contact database,
capture.
chemistry
Now we're going
form,
to go to the.
questionnaire. Okay.
Okay. You fine? You understanding?
Yes, I'm better understanding. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So I'm going to click theme.
Hmm.
That's the next thing that you'll have to do. Now, when here we have a guy that makes our themes for us,
Okay.
all you'll be doing is you'll just be
Hmm.
calling it general task. You just want to say what
Hmm.
ours is a general task. Just gonna call it BD general task. Okay, you can give your description there if you want about what it's about, and then you just say save. That's all you need to do here. So because we
Okay.
have a theme guy here
Hmm.
at Magnet, all you have to do is just set theme here, and then he'll come in later and he'll put it just to
Hmm.
make it look better. He's gonna insert pictures into your app and stuff like that.
Great.
Okay, but you do need to fill this out. This is
Okay.
important.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so that's all we need to do for theme. Now you're gonna go to how it works. So how it works is just it's a place where you can explain how your activity what's the function of it, your activity. It's a sort of like a note that you're leaving.
Okay.
Just a note for any other person who's going to come say you made the, and now I want to come in and edit and work on it as well,
Okay.
and I want to see what it's about that you are doing. So instead of calling you up and asking you, hey, what does this activity do, I can just come here and I can see what you describe this
Fine.
activity. Okay,
Fantastic.
so let's just say general tasks. BD, I'm just giving it a name. Oops, sorry, I spelled your name wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
uh, BD, okay. And now I'm just going to say, just explain to the person how it works.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
so I'm going
Hmm.
to say, this task is for a user to track all the tasks they in a day and it reflects on how they did.
Hmm.
Just something, just explaining. I know this is a terrible explanation, but like just explaining
Yeah.
or
Yeah. That
what
is okay.
the task does. So our task is just to track all the tasks that
Hmm.
users done in a day and then reflect how they did
Hmm.
on those tasks at the end of the day. Okay, and then we'll just say save.
Hmm.
And that's all you need to do here. Okay. All right. So you don't need to worry about data export schedule or heading settings. That's not important.
Okay.
All you need to worry about is over here.
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 things here. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
So now we can close that. You can keep it open if you want. The next thing to do is go to industry.
Industry.
You have different industries a company can be in. So, for instance, us, we're in
Hmm.
Gomargo Mobiles in the IT industry. Um, let's just say like Tata, who make the cars.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if I'm saying it
Okay.
right. They
Yeah.
they're in the automotive industry. They're in the car industry.
Hmm.
So over here, you're just gonna add what industry it is. But what
Okay.
we usually do here, just so it's easier,
Hmm.
is just put what activity you're making.
Okay.
So just say general task. That's all you need.
Yeah.
You don't actually need to go and find out what industry they are. If they're telling you to make
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
app, just make the app name here. That's all you need to do.
Okay.
But I was just explaining what it is. Yeah,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
just submit. Okay, there's it there. Now the next thing here
Okay.
you can see like on our list is group. So we
Group.
finished industry. Now we're gonna go to group.
Hmm.
So what group does is it takes all the different things and it pulls it together. So it's gonna
Yes.
take our
Okay.
capture form that we made, our questionnaire that we made, how it
Hmm.
works over here. It's gonna take all of these things here and just put it
Hmm.
together.
Okay.
So then we don't have to, we can just reference this. I want to add a group.
Okay.
You'll see where this pulls in just now. But for now,
Hmm.
just stay with me here. So we're gonna say industry. Now we made an industry. It's journal task
Yeah.
PD. We're gonna make a group name. So let's call this group
Hmm.
name as well. General task. Normally you'll make the group when you actually are making demos, just a note.
Hmm. Hmm.
Normally your
Okay.
group name, then so we could actually
Yeah.
do that now. So we could just
Hmm. Hmm.
say uh, Magnitude. That's the name of the company. So we're gonna make that our
Okay.
group.
Hmm.
Magnitude, and I'm just gonna call it VD, just so we know.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the group name. So if you're doing a task for, let's say,
Hmm. Hmm.
Samsung the phone, we're making an app for them. You're gonna call it just
Uh-huh.
here Samsung.
Okay.
Okay. But when it says group keyword, do the exact same that you made the group name here. My group keyword. Okay. So I'm gonna say magnitude VD. Okay. So theme, you can see we pulled in that theme that we had from before. Contact database, we named it general task contact database, so we'll name it the same as
Okay.
before. And then you don't need to worry about this, you just click save. And you've
Hmm.
made a group. So you can see it's doing is just tying in things like the theme and the contact
Okay.
database into one place.
Just a minute. Adril, just a minute. My screen is blinking. Just wait.
Okay, no worries. Just let me know
Wait a sec.
when it's fine.
Wait a second. Huh?
No worries, no worries.
So, I'm unable to operate anything. Wait a second.
No worries. Take your time.
Just wait for a minute, huh? Please don't mind. Wait for a minute.
Okay.
Jatin, hello, Jatin. Can you just check this? Hmm? No, that's fine. No, just suddenly that has been shuttered. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, huh, Jatin. Thank you. Thanks, dear. Hello, Adri?
Hi there. Oh, is it working now?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
it's working
Awesome.
fine now. Sorry for interruption.
No, 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 no worries, no worries. You can see with my computer, all those things happen
Yeah.
all the time.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so you're ready, hey?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. So now the next thing to do is go to activity. You can see we're just going in
Hmm.
order. We made a group here. We're going to make an
Hmm.
activity. So let me just click here, activity. And we're just going to add activity here. So when I'm adding an activity, what this is we're actually making, if I can go back here into the app.
Hmm.
Sorry, it's just loading. We're actually making this right here.
Okay. Cool.
So we're going to be getting the picture for this, as well
Hmm.
as we're going to be naming these little things here
Hmm. Hmm.
that you
Hmm.
see. So that's what we're going to be doing in the activity one.
Okay, so the
Over here in
activity is
activity.
mapped with group, and group is mapped with industry.
Exactly. And
Hmm.
then in group, it also links to your
Hmm. Hmm.
contact database. Yeah.
Yes,
Because
yes.
so instead of linking, why we made a group is instead of linking all those different things that we made
Okay.
earlier and
Hmm.
referencing it, we could just reference just one field here and it'll pull through all
Oh,
those things together. That's why we made a
okay.
group.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the group, magnitude VD,
Hmm.
and we're going to call, this is the actual name of the activity. So this is whatever we put in this field here, an activity name, is what you're going
Yeah.
to see here. You can see here they put
Okay.
CMS tasks. That's what you're going to
Yeah.
see. So we're going to
Hmm.
call
Hmm.
it
Hmm.
general tasks. General tasks. And let's actually VD. So you can see
Hmm.
here, it's going to actually say general task VD over here.
Yes, right. Hmm.
Okay. Now, same like the questionnaire, you have to select, because we're doing a capture, you have to select
Hmm.
capture. So make sure you do that. And then
Hmm.
now we're just pulling in, we're referencing all those questionnaires we made. So
Yes, right.
questionnaire, we named it general task VD. The same here. For the tell us, you can do general task VD. After we finish this, I'll explain what a tell us is. But just for now, just click general task VD.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
A capture form, just say general tasks. We made a how it works, just describing
Okay.
how the app will work, and we called it
Okay.
general task VD. So you can see just by making the name like all the same, it
Hmm.
makes it
Hmm.
easier, because eventually you're going to have so
Yes.
many different activities, it's going to be hard to find it. So by making these
Hmm.
names the same, it's just easy to find.
Okay, that's
Okay,
good
now you see,
practice.
yeah, exactly. So you see here it says contact and it says none selected. This is all the questions from the contact database. So even though we
Hmm.
made it, maybe later on you realize I don't want to show mobile. It's not relevant here.
Hmm. Hmm.
So you
Hmm.
can just click name, surname, and email. And what that
Hmm.
does is, if we go here into the actual app and I click here, let's say begin a new task. Sorry, let me just.
Okay.
So what that does is when I'm clicking here,
Hmm. Hmm.
it it says first name, last name, email, mobile.
Hmm.
Because I didn't select mobile, when we make in our app, you'll see it won't show mobile
Okay.
over here. But if I wanted to show mobile, I click here and I say show mobile.
Hmm.
Then when you add in a contact over here, you'll be able to add their mobile.
Okay.
All right. So that's where you do that. So now we clicked, we wanted to see all of them. I'm just gonna scroll down. The things that I'm skipping over, like you see, I'm not really explaining this right here.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Some of the things is the stuff we have made in the past and we just don't use it anymore. So it just sits there. So if I'm
Okay.
skipping over now, you can also skip over it because you won't be needing it. Like, for instance, I'm scrolling over this as well. We don't use this anymore, so you can just scroll over it. Okay. However, attachment limit, it's just good practice if I just scroll from the top now. See, we can skip all of this. We see attachment limit here.
Okay.
The important just make it 100 attachment limit. What that means is it's the number of attachments I can add into a form.
Okay.
So I don't think that I'll ever need to attach 100, but it's just safe practice just to have it there as 100. Okay. So then we make the attachments 100, and now we're going to choose the actual picture that we want. So you can see here the picture in the app. This little thing here.
Yeah.
You can see the picture. So now we're going to make a picture here. And over here, it tells you the size that you have to make your picture. Your picture has to be 290 by 120. So have you ever operated Paint before on Windows?
Sorry?
Have you ever used Paint before? Like
Yes, I have used it. Yes.
Yeah.
Paint,
So,
Photoshop.
Oh, awesome. Then if you know how to use Photoshop, then you'll be perfect just
Yes,
to
not a
resize it.
professionally, but personally I'm using it.
Yeah, as long as you can just resize the image here, because you can see I download sometimes some images, they very large, and I need to just scale it down because it has to be, otherwise it won't upload. It has to be 290. 290 is the width.
Yes.
And one case. Now we're gonna go and find. I'm just gonna take one that I've already have made from the past, just for time's sake. Okay, let me go here. Just in my folders. Did I make activity image? This one. Sorry, I'm just looking for activity image here.
Our computers will be faster familiar with each other rather than us.
Pardon?
I'm just saying that our computers will be faster familiar to each other rather than us.
Yeah,
Both are
true.
same, no? Both are having same kind of computers.
Computer problems, exactly. It's exactly the same. At least.
Okay.
Okay. So sorry about that. Over here you can see at least you'll be learning how to work with a slow computer as well. So if you ever have these problems, you can see what I'm doing now, and then learn from it. So you can see here I attached a picture here, which is just the activity image. I've already made this picture. You can see it's 290 by 120, and I've just made it. Try and make your pictures relevant to what the activity is. So you can see over here I have like a little board here with a paper, and it has jotted down like probably the task. So it ties into what the activity actually is. If you're doing an activity for like maintaining a car or fixing a car, maybe you could just put a little picture of a car with a guy fixing it.
Okay.
Yeah, just so it's relevant. Okay, and then scroll down here. So what this is email and SMS configuration to communicate with the direct respondent. So right now we capturing it, this activity, the initiator and the direct respondent, the person who's going to be starting it and the person who's going to be ending it is going to be the same person. It's going to be me. But if we were the person who was starting the form was different to the person who was completing the form, you could do this, you'll fill this in right here.
Okay.
So what this is it will send them an email or SMS so that they can communicate with the other person. I think for now, just to get you started, we'll just skip over this, and then in later stages, I can come back and explain to you what this is. But just sort of so you know what it is for now.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna unselect this. We won't be doing it now. In later stages, I will explain this to you and how, but it's not important for now. Okay. Then we can scroll all the way. So now we're going to resolution templates. I think I can quickly just explain to you what a resolution template is.
Okay.
So the best way to show you would be to actually go in here. And then if I go into a chat, so let me just go into one of my tasks that I've created. You would have probably seen it in the video that you've watched. But
Yes.
just so you can understand where a resolution template will happen in a chat. So let me
Okay.
just say I'm going to add myself, and a resolution template is if you click here, you see here to say resolution templates. These are just
Okay. All right.
pre-made words that are,
Mm.
so you don't have to type it out. You can just go, oh, task resumed.
Mm.
Or I could go here and just say, instead of typing out task completed, like task resumed, I could just say
Oh.
task interrupted today, and the reason was my computer was not working. Just like little updates and templates that you can put in here.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what you'll put in here. You're making the
Okay.
actual template. So you can see here, over there, maybe we can just say task begun. So you can just say in the chat there that I started with this task. And you could say task interrupted. And then you can just say here task complete. Okay, so that's how you make those old chat templates.
Okay.
All right, it's just so you don't have to type it out. It's just a quick access, just to click and then it'll have a pre-written words here.
Okay.
Okay, and then the next thing you need to worry about is this. So is if I go back here, back again. Okay, you see when you have an activity, you have these little buttons here. In the video, you probably have seen it before.
Yes, I have seen
So
it.
what we're doing over now is naming these buttons, just giving
Okay.
it a name. So you know what the different buttons do?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so this one is just to create the actual form. This is to see all your forms. This is to see the analysis, which you have seen in the video before. So now we're just going to give that a name. So for hours, where you'll do that is you can see here it says display name in app. So for the capture type over here, just click here. And let's just say we want to call it start new task. That's what we want to call our start button. And then over here, instead of saying feedback, I'm going to say all
All tasks.
tasks. Yeah. And analysis, we can leave it as analysis. I'm happy with that. But
Yes.
if you do want to change it, you can.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's
So
okay.
then I'll just say save. And now we've created the activity. Just wait for it to save. Okay, we are almost done. I know it's a lot just to sit and watch me. A lot easier when you can just start playing with this and getting started. But yeah, we're almost done.
Okay.
Okay, so now I told you I was going to explain to you the tell us. Can you see over
Yeah.
here,
Sure.
I created the activity and it auto created the tell us here for me. So what the tell us is just a way for when the client
It will be auto
uh,
created. This
yes, it
tell
will be
us.
auto. Yes. You see, when I created the activity, I only created this.
Yes, yes.
It auto created a tell us for us. So what a tell us is when you're giving this to a client will open the app over here. It's not going to happen right now, but they open an app, and before the screen comes up here, there'll be another screen that comes up. Just say tell us, and it's just to sort of, it's a few questions that it will ask the person who's going to be using it for the first time, just to make sure that they understand what's happening.
Acha, okay.
But what all you need to know is that it does create a tab, because when we go into
It will shows for
establishments,
the
we're
first
going
time
to,
only, no?
yeah, the first time you open your app, it will show you a tell us. We're going to be going through this app just now, so then I could show it to you, but just keep that
Okay.
in mind. For now, all you need to know is that it will make a tell us, and
Okay.
auto make it. So in activity, you don't need to auto make it. But when we get to establishment, which is the next one, you'll have to manually make it tell us. And I'll show you how to do that.
Okay.
Just for now, just understand that in activity it does. And the tell us is for the client, just to make sure that they understand what's happening.
Okay.
Okay. So this is done. Our tell us is done. Now we're going to establishment. So the first thing that you do when you go to establishment is you just want to finish the tell us. The tell us is very quickly. Okay. I'm going to go here, create an establishment. We're going to link our group. Magnitude bit. We're going to give it activity. You can see it says the two different types of
Both.
activities that we made. So we're going to do the tell us first. Click here, so tell us. It's good practice just to make your establishment name the same that you're making it here. That it is for activity. So we're going to call it general task.
Establishment is what for purpose?
Establishment. Okay, let me show you over here. So a company can have many different like sectors, or let's just say you could have many different branches. And if you want to capture, let's say over here we have one in South Africa, and by you have one in India, and let's say we could have one in the in Europe. So that could be like an establishment. So
Okay.
let me show you. And if I go here, general tasks, and I want to submit a task, can you see here? It says select an establishment. So here we have
Okay.
one for Go Mobile. Here we have one in Costa Rica. It's just to like categorize it in a way.
Okay. Okay. Understood now.
You understand?
Yeah.
We can actually make an establishment and then we'll test it, and then you'll
Okay.
understand a little bit better. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So you're gonna call it you'll make it's just good practice to make this the same name as that. Okay. Call it general task BD tell us application, because we can make it for you. Just say India. Not sure if it's popping up. Oh no, because I have my location on my computer. So I'm gonna make it South Africa
Yes.
because that's what
Yes.
I have.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But you
Very
can
okay.
make as well. The time zone, you'll make it Butol Harare. I think it's actually important that you make it as well, South Africa and Harare,
Yes. Yes. Right.
because you'll be making it for our clients and they'll be based here.
Yeah.
So I think it's important that you put South Africa, and then this is our time zone, just like a note. Of course, this will be in a video, so you can always scroll
Yeah.
back and then see this. But this is the time zone that we use.
Okay.
Harare,
Okay.
Pretoria. Okay. So now we're gonna scroll down. Because it's a tell us, you don't have to fill out any of this. When making the tell us establishment, you just go all the way to the bottom and click save. You can ignore all of that, just for the tell us.
Okay.
That's all you need to do to make it tell us. Sorry, I know it might be a little bit confusing now, but when we
Mm.
go to the testing of it, it'll make a lot more sense, and I'll come back to the CMS and show you where
Oh,
it links up.
okay.
You can see here we made the tell us, general task
Mm.
tell us here. So now we're going to make the actual establishment.
Mm.
Okay, we're going to click here, select group, just like we did before, magnitude VD. Now we're already done the tell us, we're gonna do
Mm. Mm.
the activity. Gonna name it the same, general task VD. Location, we'll make it South Africa. Time zone, Victoria. Okay, so we're gonna scroll down, adopt Mobi
Mm.
image header. So what that is if I go here to the .mobi, this is a .mobi image header.
Okay.
So if you want to change that, you go in here and you see
Mm.
.mobi image header, and you can change it. You
Mm.
can see this is the size that it has to be. It needs
Yes.
to be 1640 by 275. And then usually what we'll do is we'll put like maybe the company's name over here and maybe like a nice picture of what the task is. But
Okay.
you can do as you please, but like make it relevant to what the activity is.
Yeah, sure.
So for this example, I'm just going to take any that I have. I made one yesterday. And uploading it. And there you can see it's not going to display the whole thing, but if you see it like this, that means it is there.
Mm.
And
Mm-hmm.
here's the name, the document that I made. The
Okay.
header, and it's a PNG image. It can be a
Mm-hmm.
JPEG, it can be a PNG, it's fine. As long as
Yeah.
it's an image.
Okay.
Okay. So now when we come down here, it says show capture details on .mobi. So what this means
Mm.
is, can you see here? I can see the first task that I already created.
Mm.
So when I was starting a task here, let me go here. We said begin new task. This form over here
Sorry.
that I actually created over here,
Mm.
you can see it now on this side.
Yes.
But if I don't tick this, you won't see
Mm.
it. You'll
Okay.
just see just this part of the form. You can see there's a line separating them.
Mm.
This is the form I first started, and this is this. If I don't tick it, I won't see this, but if I tick it, I will see the first form. So in our
Okay.
example, oh, sorry. In our example, I do want to see it. So I'm going to say show capture details in .mobi, and then you can select which questions you want to see. Because maybe I don't want to see all of them. I want to just see general task today, what I did today, task type, attachments, and the task deadline. I don't want to see
Mm.
the name, surname, and all that. So now click
Okay.
there, and that's what it is there. We, like I said with the activity, I'll come back to this
Mm.
and explain to you what it is. But basically, what it is you setting up the SMS and the email that it will
Okay.
send to a client. So let's say the client doesn't have the app and you want them to
Mm.
fill out this page over here. You can
Okay.
send them the link in the on SMS or on
Mm.
and then they'll just get it on their phone or on and they click on it and it'll bring them to this page over here. But because
Okay.
our activity is sending it to someone that's in the app, you won't be
Mm.
sending up this.
Yes, right.
We will do later on an example in the future just so I can explain this further to you. But for now, you don't
Okay.
have to worry.
Mm.
Yeah. So we've showed the capture form on the .mobi, the .mobi questions to show. We're just going to scroll down till they get to introductory message.
Hmm.
And you're going to click here, show introductory message on .mobi.
Okay.
So what this is, if I go back here, it's this top page that you see before we get to the form. You can see it says, it has writing here, it says, woohoo, another task complete. Fill in the closing information below, and then it has the actual form that we made
Mm-hmm.
over here. So that's what that is.
Okay.
Okay, so for hours, we're gonna say we're gonna say awesome. Your task is complete. Task is complete. Just say, please fill in the details below to reflect. Oops, I spelled. Reflect on your task. All right, so then this over here is going to show at the top over here, like how we see it here.
Okay.
It's just like a heading for the page. I want to make it bold. I want it to be in the center. And then you, just like how you have in Word, you have your different styles. So I want to make it a heading one. So then it auto has like a, but you could change, you could play with this. It's very,
Yes.
some I've worked with just to change the font. You can make it how you want to look like. Over here's the color of the text. So I could highlight here and say, I want to make it green. And now it's green over there. And then that's just the introductory message.
Okay.
You can also take things from the form and link it in here. So let's just say the you can see our whole, so let's just say they said task type. I want to put that in this top part here. So what you'll do is I can say task type. It can be anything. I'm just giving it a heading so then it has relevance. There we go. Sorry, cut that and put it here. Task is complete. Task type, and then maybe here you look for the thing that you want to put in, and you just say append. And you see it just gives it in like a code form here. Because what it's doing is whatever I inputted in the capture form as my task type, it'll display it
Yes,
here.
right. Okay.
It's like linking it. So now that's the introduction message done. You don't have to worry about this. We don't normally use these anymore. It's just sort of like escalations is something that was created. It hasn't been fixed yet. I haven't been using it. So you can scroll straight over this. Scroll until you see thank you message. So what a thank you message is when I'm done completing this, I'm going to say, let me actually say test, right? So I know for later. If I say submit, it's going to take me to a landing page. Can you see it says, for here, it says submission successful.
Okay.
So what ours, that's the same thing that once you click submit, what it's going to say. So I don't want to say submission is successful. Sorry, it's lagging here. I want to say thank you for filling out. Oh no, thank you for. You can put whatever you want, but it's just sort of like an ending message. Thank you for completing your task. And likewise, you can edit it. You can make it bold. You can make it look bigger, maybe change it a different color.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I'm going to do there. So it's what you're going to see after you submit, right?
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to scroll down. You don't have to worry about this. Where you do have to worry is where it says allow notification alert for. So you have to tick this. Now this is in-app notifications. So you can see here, I have done it. Now because I said submit, can you see here it says Adriel has completed a task for Go Mobile. And
Okay.
did I meet my deadline? I said no, because I did say no in the actual form.
Yes, yes,
Didn't
yes.
meet it. And then, so that's what this is over here. So now we're going to give the actual notification that you'll receive in the app.
Okay.
So feedback notification is the notification you get when you finish submit the question, which is the one we just got just now. So I'm going to say here, name and surname. So it'll probably say Adriel Supin, and then I can say has completed, and then I'm going to link here establishment.
Establishment.
And so what it's going to say is if I scroll to the top here,
Okay.
I name my establishment General Task Video, right? So when I'm linking establishment over there, sorry, it's just scrolling. So now it's going to say General Task Video because that's what I name my establishment.
Okay.
So it's going to say whatever the user inputs as their name, whatever the user inputs as their surname, has completed General Task Video, and then you can just put full stop there.
Okay.
You could change it up even. You could say the task type, what type of task in the notification was, where is it here? Oh, so I can just say time complete, just so I can see in the notification, just as a quick access, I can
Task
be like,
type is
oh,
not like mapped with establishment. That's why it is, I think, not showing establishment.
yes, it's because this is the feedback, and the feedback is sort of another name that we use for question.
Yes.
So because it's in the questionnaire, I didn't put a task type in questionnaire.
Yes,
But you
yes.
see here, I'll get to it now. Capture notification, you'll see task type. So I'm trying to
Yeah.
make now that's actually really good that you have noticed that because that's quite important. So time completed. So in my form, I have here time completed and append. So in the notification, for example, you could say Vidi has completed general task Vidi, and the time she completed it in time you put in there.
Okay.
Okay. So you don't need to worry. This is the only thing you need to worry about. Notification alerts ticket, and for feedback, you don't need to worry about it. Send the capture SMS or send the capture
Okay.
email. We scroll down, and it's the same thing here. You got to click allow notification alert, and it's for the capture. So this is when you first capture it, you'll get a notification. So you'll say username, because it's the user who's capturing it, has, let's just say, started a new general task over there. And the task deadline, we can put that in there. So we can say deadline is task deadline. So now in the notification, it's going to tell us, for the example, it could say Adriel has started a new general task, and the deadline is, and then whatever deadline I assigned. Okay. So now feedback read. If I go here, to the magnitude, you can see on this landing page here, after I click submit, it has click here. So what we'll normally do is you'll assign whatever activity you're making, you'll assign the company website. They will give you the link, but you'll put their website on the software. So if I click here, it should take me to the magnitude website.
Okay.
Okay, it's not doing it now, but it should take me to the magnitude. For this example, I'm going to just put here our magnitude website. And then it doesn't show it here, but you'll see when we are testing it, there's going to be just like
Yes, I have seen it on video, yeah.
Exactly. So we'll put there. So we're gonna say pretty much the same as the video you've seen. We're gonna say for more on us, and then it'll say click here, which is on the actual button. So I don't need to type it out again. I want to make this big so they can see it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then that is it. You don't need to worry about anything after you finish this. You don't need to worry about any of these fields at the bottom. We don't use them anymore. Okay. So at the bottom here, you can see it says number of additional establishments to create.
Okay.
So if I wanted to create another, now that we were explaining earlier, where you can have a general task, you could have a general task for India, the different branches.
Yes.
Let's just say I want to add one more. We already created one. Let's call this one general task, because we named your one over here. We named it general task Vidi. Okay. So what we can do down here is we can name this one general task and then me. So then this will be my general task, and then that will be your general task. So I'm gonna save. And then that's all you have to do. So you see I said add one, and then I just gave it a name. Oh, we are almost done. I know.
Yes, that's going
It's been
so
a little
well.
bit long. Oh, no.
But
yeah,
it's
interesting.
Yeah, interesting. So that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm glad that you are finding it interesting. You need to enjoy what you're doing, otherwise it's going to feel even longer.
Yes.
Okay, it's just saving. Okay, now you can see we created the tell us. That was the first thing we did. And then we created general task Vidi. And you can see at the bottom there, we just created another one.
Yes.
You can either do it the way I did it, where you create it at the bottom, or you could go through the whole process again and say add and make one for me over here.
Okay.
As a different establishment. Okay, so now we're going to make you don't have to worry about contact role. You go straight to application user.
Fine.
So just like an overview of what you do, we did a contact database, we did a capture form, we did a questionnaire, we did a theme, we did how it works, then we skip these.
Yes.
You do a group, you do activity, and then establishment, and now we're doing application user.
Yeah.
If you are doing another activity for the same company, okay, you don't have to do theme, how it works, industry, or group. Then you'll just do these three over here, and then these two. But if you make an activity for the first time, you are required to make
Okay.
These 4 over here. But for now, you don't need to worry about that. That's just information that I'm telling you.
Okay.
When
Okay.
that day comes, we'll do it together.
Okay. Fine.
Okay, so now we're going to make an actual user for the application so they can log in.
Hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to say add application user. Okay. So let's just make you here for a video test.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just going to make you a fictitious email because it's for the example. I'll make you just
Okay.
one. So test. And then we'll just put some random numbers here.
Mm-hmm.
So for the time being, you can just, when you come here, just select all. We'll get to this in a later stage explaining it. But
Okay.
for you now, just select all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you click here. You're going to assign it to the group again. Now you have feedback establishment and capture. So
Okay.
feedback is that QR one where you don't
Hmm.
have a capture for. We haven't made. So it's just going to show us our tell us.
Hmm.
But we have made a capture. So now I'm going to click here because this user wants to see both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now you see here, I'm just going to give you a username.
Hmm.
Call it BD dot test. And I'll give you a password 1234. And then if you scroll down here, you see I can't
Yes.
that and says please select manager. So then it means you have to come
Okay.
here, say select
Mm-hmm.
manager. And when I create another user, you can see now there'll be nothing under select manager because there's no other users
Okay.
created. But what
Mm-hmm.
select manager means is you can view what the other person captures. So
Okay.
I'm going to make myself a user just now, and then
Hmm.
I'll explain it more clearly.
Okay.
Okay. So now we created the application.
Great.
This is
Hmm.
yours. Then I'm going to create mine here. So say Ariel test test. Cool. Just a random. Just for there. I want to click all of these. Let's select. That's the group that we want. We haven't made any of these, but we have
Hmm.
made a capture. So we're gonna. I want to see both of these activities. Now I'm gonna click select manager,
Hmm.
and as you can see, now I can see you. So what
Okay.
this means is in the app, when you
Hmm.
if I
Hmm.
don't select you,
Okay.
when you make a task over here,
Mm-hmm.
you can see. Um, sorry, I'm just waiting for it to load. Let's go home. Okay, if I go here
Hmm.
and oof, it's taking a while now. Okay, say all tasks. Can you see how I can see other users here? So here's my user over
Yes.
here. This is what I created. Can you
Hmm.
see how I can see what Craig created over here? So that was done
Hmm.
over here when I say select manager.
Okay.
I don't select this, I won't be able to see what you're making. So then I do want
Hmm.
to see what you're making. So I'm just going to say test there.
Hmm.
I'm going to call it Adriel dot e 1234. That's just my username. And then
Hmm.
these are the modules. So
Okay.
if I unselect analysis or if I unselect
Hmm.
feedback, when I get here,
Hmm. You won't be able to operate, right now?
exactly, I won't see these two buttons here. This is just an example, but if that happens, I won't be able to see these two
Hmm.
buttons.
Okay.
I'll only see the capture one. So, but I want
Hmm.
to see all the buttons. I'll click all of them,
Okay.
and then you say save, and say okay. It's just loading. Sorry, my computer's just taking some time. Okay, now you can
Hmm.
see I made the two users over here. Here's Adriel,
Okay.
that's my username, Adriel D. Your username, BBD test. So now that we've
Hmm.
made it, let's actually now go and test it. So I'm gonna open a new link here. Sorry, it's taking so long.
Yeah, that's okay.
How's your internet speed on that side?
Here it is very good.
Really? Okay, then you won't
Hmm.
have any of these problems that I'm having.
Yeah.
Okay. I wanna go to So is it monsoon time where you guys are now?
Hmm. Yes.
And does it rain the whole day or just a part of the day?
Hmm. Hmm.
It rains the whole day.
Sorry?
Okay, it's loading here. Sorry, it's taking some time
Hmm.
here. Okay, I just wanna copy this. Yeah, make it easier. Okay, so this is the web app.
Hmm.
So what I'm doing is I'm just putting your username here. Click here. I'm just gonna put your password, which is 1234. Say log in. And there you go. Can you see
Yeah.
what we made here? General task VD, that's what we named it. Here's the
Yes.
empty image. So now I'm going to explain to you the tell us, because now you're going to see it.
Hmm.
If I click on this, it only happens once. But if I click on this,
Hmm.
it's going to open up. Can you see here? It says tell us
Okay.
over here. It doesn't actually open the app like how it normally does.
Mm-hmm.
So what you do is you just click tell us here. It's just going to give us our form. So this is sort of like a test that the client can
Okay.
do just to make sure that they understand how it works. This gets
Mm-hmm.
sent to us, and then we can review and then see if our clients are actually using the app properly. You can see once I
Okay.
click submit, it's gone. And if I click on this again, it won't. It's gone. Okay.
Yeah.
So now
Okay,
I'm going to
fine.
click here on the app. We're going to test out our app a little bit. I'm going to say start a new
Mm-hmm.
task because that's what we named the label. And can you see here, this is establishment.
Okay.
See here, we made one for VD and we made one general task for
Mm-hmm.
Adriel. So now you won't be
Okay.
doing this because this is my one. So you'll say general
Mm.
task VD. You'll click on that.
Mm.
So this could even be, this could be South Africa. It could be general
Mm. Okay.
Africa. It could be general task English. It could be different companies if you want.
Mm.
It's all dependent on the company.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for this example, we're going to click general task VD. Now we need to add you as a contact
Content.
to the system.
Yeah.
Because as you can see, it says no contacts are found. There's nothing in this
Mm.
activity. So I'm going to add
Okay.
you here. Just click here, add contact.
Mm.
And you see here it says name, and name is mandatory. And I made name bold.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it's bold. I didn't make the rest bold, so you
Okay.
can see it looks. I'm going to click here. And it's very important. Let me go back to the CMS here.
Mm.
It's very important that the details here in the CMS
Mm.
and the details here in the app that you put when you add in the contact are exactly the same. It won't
Okay.
work. Okay.
Mm.
So it's something. What I do is I just copy it. That way you're not going to make any errors. I just go in here, I copy it
Mm.
from the CMS, come here and I paste it. Let me take that out. I paste it again. The email that I made for you is this one here. Just testing email. Copy it. It has to be exactly the same. I'm going to
Mm.
paste it in here. Let's just paste your mobile as well. This. You don't have to copy it, but if you're not,
Okay.
just make sure what you input in is correct. So you can
Mm.
see everything. We made everything mandatory here. So that's all fine. I'm going to click submit. And it's added the contact successfully.
Okay.
So now you can see here, we've made the general task VD. This is your contact info, name, VD, test. But now
Great.
if I exit, because now we've made you as a contact,
Mm.
can you see here how it says VD test?
Yes.
Test
Yeah.
is what I made your
With the
surname
taste.
in this
Yeah.
example, and
Yeah.
VD is your name.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what we did in the contact database when we said view in contact list. If I wanted
Mm-hmm.
to view your mobile number, then if I ticked
Mm.
it, you'll see mobile number just how you see it here.
Yeah.
And
Right. Right.
if, let's say, one day you change your email and you need to change it here, you just say edit here. And you can come in and just change the email here. And
Okay.
it'll say so. Okay, then it says you have updated success. So now I'm going to click you. I'm going to do it for you. So it's you sending it to yourself because you're the
Mm.
initiator and you're the direct respondent. So let's just say, what task are you working on today? You can see there's our
Okay.
label. I can't click on it. So let's just say training on the CMS.
Mm.
Good. Okay. Task type. So I should have, but I haven't. So
Yes,
let's just
yes,
say
yes.
we are making a demo. Do you want to attach a picture if necessary? Let's just attach a picture. Let's just say maybe those details that I'm gonna send you later, with
Mm.
your login details and stuff. Let's just say it was on a Word document, and I just put the Word document, I attach it here.
Okay.
This is just for example. There we go. It's uploaded it, and then
Mm.
deadline. Let's say you want to finish, so it's gonna show my time over here, so differ from yours.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to stay on the 11th. You want to finish, let's say at 1 o'clock. There you go. That's your
Mm.
deadline. You're gonna say submit. And you can see there it gave a little sad face, but that's
Yes.
because I didn't assign any weighting to the capture form. We didn't do
Yeah.
any. You'll see the questionnaire will be a little bit different, but right now
Right.
it's a sad face.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's why the TI score is 0. So let's say now you've done the training with me. We've done. This is now the end. We've stopped the Skype call. Come back, and you're gonna click here,
Sure.
and that's gonna take.
Mm-hmm.
I put a different header from another company here
Mm.
as an example. You can actually see it. You would probably do it for whichever header you make. So this is the
Okay.
company header that I made.
Mm-hmm.
This is the introduction message that we did in the establishment. So I said, awesome, your task is complete. Task type, which we selected in
Demo. Mm.
earlier. We made it a demo. And then it says, please fill in the details below to reflect on your task. So
Okay.
here we have the previous form that we've done because we selected
Mm-hmm.
establishment. Had I not selected it, you won't see any of this here. And here's the current form with the little
Mm.
image we put. And then it says, only complete this form when your task is complete. So now we are complete.
Mm.
Let's just say, were there any challenges that you had with your thing? So let's just say time, just for example. We made it a checkbox. Can you see how I can click many of these? And we made ours vertical, so it's going down like that. It's going to say task, the time the task was complete. So what time? Let's just say now it's 9:47 on my side, so we'll just say 9:45. Any additional comments? We can say took longer expected due to a tree. Oops. So okay. Then you can attach an image if you want to, and then now you're gonna rate your performance. So let's just say you were excellent.
Okay.
Say sub. Now it takes us to the landing page where we created. It says thank you for completing your task.
Mm.
Click here. So now this should actually work. Now it should
Okay.
take us because I made the link our website, the
Mm.
Magnitude website. So now
Yes.
it's taking us. Here's the Magnitude website here. Cool. So now if I go back to my web app, because now
Mm.
I've completed the form, I'm just gonna right here just refresh because I can't see it.
Mm.
On a mobile device it'll auto do it. And you can see it
Okay.
binded it here. And now it's put a smiley
Mm-hmm.
face. The smiley face
Yes.
is because we said you did excellent. Had I gone
Mm-hmm.
back and I said that you did poor, this would have been
Okay.
a mistake. And then if I go into the chat here,
Mm.
sorry about that.
Yeah. Okay.
Into the chats during the day, could come in
Hmm.
here and say chat. You could even send it to me. You can send a chat to me,
Hmm.
or you could send a chat just yourself. You can say task interrupted. That's the chat templates that we made here. Remember, we made these things, and it says your task interrupted, and then you can even just type more.
About to complete.
You could say task interrupted because weather was really bad and I had to go home. See them? You can just send it to the chat and you'll get it in
Yeah.
there.
Hmm.
So now over here, you can see we finished the task. We got a little note over here. It says video test has completed certain
Yes.
tasks. Video test and the time completed. As well as
Hmm.
because I just sent myself a little chat, you can see
Okay.
here, you can actually even get notification of the chat that
Hmm.
you've done. And then if I go here, home, you'll see we have one unresolved.
Hmm.
That's the task we just created. And then if you want to resolve this, this is done, you're happy, you just click up here,
Okay.
you've resolved it.
Hmm.
And now it's gone. So let's say tomorrow you come in, you'll do the same thing, you'll capture your task,
Yes.
say I'm making a task. And if I was a user and I was logged in here as well, I could come in and I'll click here because this is
Hmm.
for me. And of course,
Okay.
I'll need to add myself to the contact database
Hmm.
as a user. But yeah, that is everything.
Okay.
Okay, so you're understanding everything.
Yes, yes, I'm
I
understanding.
know we did go, but I am recording. You could always just rewind and go back and check again. As well as if you are having any problems, you have me on Skype now. Just pop me a message in Skype or call me, and then
Sure,
as soon
sure.
as I'll respond and get back to you. Just help you out.
Okay, thank you so much for your guidance.
Uh, no worries. You understanding everything? This all makes sense to you?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do now, video. What time is it there by you?
It is 1:21 at noon.
Uh,
Right
it's
now
the
it is
afternoon.
1:21 p.m. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm sure you'll be finishing work soonish as well. So what I'm
Oh.
gonna do right now
Hmm.
is I'm just gonna give you just a task for you to do because now you've seen
Okay.
the CMS. And we've made you a user. I'll send it in the
Hmm.
chat again because right now I've been working off your profile.
Okay.
So you'll also see this. It's just good for reference. You'll see this when you are making one. Um,
Okay.
if you could just, what you could do for me is you could make an activity. You can make it exactly the same like this, but
Yes, I will
maybe
try my best.
maybe just change in the capture form and the questionnaire, just make it
Hmm.
look different. Play with the editing. Just play with it.
Mm-hmm.
If
Okay.
you get stuck or have any questions, just come back to this video or just message me on Skype and then
Hmm.
I'll try to help you as
Sure.
soon.
Okay.
But for now, that's all I'd want you to do. And then tomorrow
Okay.
morning, we can
Hmm.
come back and we'll start the morning off by you can show me what you've done
Okay.
and we can just go through it if you had any problems. And based on that, we'll start with the
Hmm.
other type of activity you can make, which is the feedback type, where you just make a
Okay,
QR.
sure.
Okay, but for now, that's all I want from you is just to you can make this exact same activity. I just want to see that you're understanding.
Okay, sure. No worry.
All right. Is that good?
Yes,
Okay, you
it is
know how to
well.
log in, and I'm going to send you your login details as well as the website, this website over here. And then
Okay.
I'll also send you the website for here as well, the web app. Do
Okay.
you have the application on your phone by any chance? The Mia
No,
app?
in phone right now I don't have.
Okay, I'll send you the link for the Mia app, but also if you just go, what
Hmm.
phone do you have?
Android phone.
Sorry, you broke up there.
Android phone.
Android phone. Okay, then you can just go into the Google Play Store. It is there. You just search Mia,
Hmm.
just like how it's spelled up here on the top, and
Okay,
you can
okay.
download
Yeah.
it for testing on your phone, because of course it's
Hmm.
going to show different on this website here. Is how it's going to show on your phone. And then yeah, if you could
Yes.
just do that for me, I'll probably call you around about the same time tomorrow. Are you free
Hmm.
tomorrow
Yes, yes, I am free.
around this time? Okay, then we'll schedule it for tomorrow. I'll call you around this time again tomorrow, and then you can just show me
Sure.
what you made for me.
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much, VD.
Okay, welcome. Thanks to you too.
Okay. Okay. Keep well. Speak to you
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Okay. Bye.
Bye, bye.